Hey guys, what's going on? This is Connor Buckley from the Anxiety and Depression Vlogs, and this is episode 51, and today we are going to talk about starting from ground zero. So I've been thinking a lot about this question that I got, which is basically, Connor, I lost everything. I don't have my family to support me. I lost my boyfriend, girlfriend. I lost my friends. I don't know what to do. I haven't eaten. I'm feeling sick. I'm starting from ground zero. What do I do? Well, I can't tell you what to do, to be honest, but I can tell you what I did to get out of my ground zero time in my life. I'm going to give you 5 practical ways how I got out of it by doing these things every single day. And if you follow these to a T, you will see differences. You will see major differences in your life because they can't not work. These are proven techniques that I've learned through research and through different therapists. And I've learned these tricks that are meant for people who struggle with depression, anxiety, or are going through spurts of depression or anxiety in their life. And so if you are someone who feels like there's nowhere else to go, there's no hope left, here's what you can do. The first thing that I thought was when I was going through my lowest point was that I asked myself, what is the one thing that makes me happy? And at first I said nothing. Nothing makes me happy. I'm miserable. But then I thought to myself, the only thing that really makes me happy is making someone else laugh or making someone else feel good. That's always been my thing that made me feel good inside no matter how I was feeling. So what I did was I thought about passing out something to a homeless person, like food or clothes. And long story short, that is how I Am Clothing was created. As our mission is to feed and clothe the homeless, but out of that was a real depressive state that I was in, and then something beautiful came out of it a couple years later with I Am Clothing. But in order to get there, I had to ask myself the question, when I was down and out, I had to ask myself, what's the one thing that makes me happy? And I told myself it's going to be helping people in some way, shape, or form. I just want to make a person who's feeling shitty like I am smile. And that was my main message of the new way I wanted to live. I wanted to get out of this rut. I wanted to stop feeling so shitty all the time. It felt horrible to feel bad all the time. And side note, when you're in a depression, it's hard to get out of that depression because it feels good in a sense. It sounds weird, but it feels good to stay miserable. It feels good to stay sad because it's comfortable. You don't have to do anything. You're just left alone with your thoughts. And you think to yourself, are those thoughts good or bad? And in your mind, for that time being, you might say they're good, but in reality, those negative thoughts are going to eat you up in the long run. So, as much as you want to stay in dwelling in your sadness and your depression and your anxiety, don't, because that's the worst thing that you can do. And the way to jumpstart, to get out of that rut, is to do something for someone else. Be as completely selfless as possible. Schedule a time out of your day, an hour or 2 hours, to do something for someone else. It doesn't even have to be 2 hours. It could be 5 minutes. Just do something for someone else. Pay for someone's meal. Just say hi to someone. Make their day by reaching out and just ask them how they're feeling. Do anything for anyone else one time a day, and you will already start to see big differences. So that's the first one. Be selfless and do something for another person one time every day. The second thing I would think would be to start some sort of journal or a habit of journaling. Get into a habit of journaling where the only thing that you journal about is writing 3 things you're grateful for. It should not take you 3 seconds where you just write down 3 things real quick. Think about it. Think deeply about, all right, truly, if life didn't have these 3 things in it, it'd be a lot worse. But think about truly what you're grateful for. Are you grateful for let's take this example. You don't have anything. You lost your friends, family, job, motivation. What do you have? Do you have your health? And if you don't have your health, what can you do to get back on track to gain your health back? Because that's the most important thing. If you don't have your health, your physical health, everything else doesn't matter. You need to be healthy. So take care of your health first. Ask yourself, do I have friends? If yes, then great. Be thankful for them, because some people don't have any. If you don't have any friends and you're going through this period, maybe that's God trying to say, hey, I got more amazing friends for you that are better than the friends you think you had right now and lost. I have better friends for you in the future. You just need to trust me. If you don't have a loved one, it's not your time yet. God is still asking you to grow and to become the person that He destined you to be. And when you are that person, you will meet someone that fulfills your heart. And if you don't have any of those things, if you think that you don't have anything, what are you grateful for? Waking up in the morning. Be grateful for that, because not everyone gets that opportunity. Not everyone watching this will get the opportunity to wake up tomorrow. And not everyone will even be able to see this video because it's their time. So cherish every moment and every second that you get and realize that it is a gift. And so what are you going to do with that gift? What are you going to do with those 24 hours in order to fulfill your life and make it the best last day you've ever had on earth? That's what your mindset should be every single day. What is going to be your last day on earth? What does that look like? What would you do? Do that every single day, and your life will be fulfilled. I didn't categorize these, but number 3 is prayer, and I think that's the ultimate. I mean, if you don't have a faith, get one. If you don't have a belief system, get one, because that is the one thing that will turn your life around, guaranteed 100%. Get a belief system, a faith, your moral values. Get that intact first, and figure out what you believe in, because that's what's going to keep you centered. That's what's going to keep you grounded. That's what's going to keep you strong. That's what's going to give you hope to keep pushing for that next day. So find something that you believe in and pray about it, and focus on all your energy, your main source of energy, on that thing, because that is the one thing that worked for me. Out of everything else, if I didn't have anything else, it would have been prayer. I would have chose prayer over anything, because that has made the biggest impact on my life tenfold. A fourth and cool one that you actually might have heard me talk about a couple times, but I think it's not talked about often enough, is incantations. The more you tell yourself negative talk, negative things in your life, the more you're going to believe it. Whether you think you're believing it or not, you are going to believe it eventually. The more you put positive words and affirmations in your life, the more you are going to believe it. If you sit there all day and say, man, I'm so miserable, I am so this, I'm so that, I can't get out of this situation, I'm unloved, I'm unworthy, I don't have friends, I don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, I don't have family, I don't have a good job, I'm not healthy. Whatever it is that you are saying, you are going to start to believe that. So why not, even if you don't believe it at first, tell yourself, I am wealthy, I am loved, I'm rich, I have life, I'm excellent with other people, I'm a people person, I can socialize, I can love others, I can show compassion to others. Tell yourself positive affirmations every single day. Like when you wake up, you can literally just say, I am meant to do good for the world. I am meant to do good for the world. And you keep saying that when you're in the shower for 5-10 minutes. When you get out, you'll feel different, trust me. But you've got to start making it a habit to put it in your life, to say, I'm not going to talk shit on myself anymore. People don't like it when you gossip about them. Would you like it if people gossiped about you, including yourself? And yet, most of us do that. We gossip about ourselves to ourselves, and it makes us feel like shit. So I think it just takes someone to point it out for us to realize, hey, I have been kind of talking shit on myself. I need to, put more positive feedback into my life. And you start telling yourself more positive things. And even if you don't believe it at first, eventually you will start to believe it, and it'll be so true that your actions and your words can't deny it. You'll be so positive and optimistic that it'll attract more optimistic and positive people in your life. Hence, your friends, your relationships, your family, it all comes full circle. When you put positive stuff into your own life and your own heart and your own mind, it spreads outwards and creates this domino effect in your life of happiness and wealth and gratefulness. The last thing, pick up a new hobby or job or start a business. Do that thing that you've never done but you've always wanted to do. Do that thing, because that is what's going to get you re-energized, re-motivated, especially when you start something new. It's always exciting at first, and that's what, I mean, when you get new workout shoes and new supplements to work out, you feel really motivated. You work out every day that whole first week, and eventually it tailors off, but at least you're kickstarting that jump to get you out of that funk, and that's what we're looking for. You know, the question was, how do I get out of that funk where everything in my life is not going well? You need to motivate yourself somehow to get up and get after it and do the things that you need to do in order to make you happy. And the only way to jumpstart it is if you're truly excited deep down about doing those things. So figure out what you want to do, even if it's scary and it's out of your comfort zone. We talked last week about fear, about the episode about fear. And if you don't do something that's not uncomfortable, you're never going to grow. So do that thing. I encourage you, do that thing that is going to push you out of your comfort zone, but also it's going to bring you a whole new experience of adventures and life and joy and passion. You know, do the thing that you've always wanted to do. And honestly, if you do those 5 things, you will see a drastic change in your life. It might not happen tomorrow, but the biggest thing out of all those 5 things is to do them consistently. Do it every single day. If you have to physically take out a planner and write down everything that I just mentioned in a planner and plan it out to the exact minute, do it, because it will be worth it tenfold, I promise you. So in the comments, guys, if you try this and it works for you, let me know how it goes in the comments. I truly want to hear what you guys think after trying this, and if it's really helped you in life. And then please share with me some of the things that have helped you get out of a rut if you've ever gone through something like this. So if you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below to see our latest videos.